Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day, and today I'm looking forward to sharing with you about the Google Pixelbook. I've never tried a Chromebook before and I was really interested in trying it, but here's what's so cool. I got to try it and decide if I want to keep it and buy it or just try it and send it back. And how did I able to do that? And that is with a company called Expese. Very cool service. You can try unlimited gadgets, as you can see here, for $29.99 a month. But what's really cool is I've connected with the owner. I really love the service, and I said I wanted to share with my audience, what can we do? He said we can give you a free month of service for the first month. So I'm going to put a code in the description where you could sign up free for your first month. And what's really cool is they've got brand name products. And again, I will dive here in a minute into the Google Pixelbook. We'll talk about that. I'll show you a few things to get an idea. And hopefully at least this will give you some sort of idea about the Pixelbook and what to expect. But you can get items like LG, Lenovo, KitchenAid, Logitech. I mean, brand name products. You create your list and then they send it out to you. That includes shipping of the product. They give you a prepaid label. They send it back to you, and it's very cool. And then you could talk about and ask what the pricing is for that item. Again, you may receive an item that had been used once or twice. Someone else tried it. I mean, you can see here, this has been tried by someone else. It looks brand new, perfect shape. Comes with the charger and the Type-C charging cable. And what's also cool, although it's sold separately, we have the pen here. So you get the full experience with the Google Pixelbook. They put it in their box. And you can see it's got a cutout with the foam and everything right in there. Prepaid label, instructions how to reset the Pixelbook so as if it's a brand new unit, so I can make sure all my information is removed from the device, and then I could send it back. So this is again, it feels like a really nice premium Google Pixelbook. Just really very impressed here. You've got this aluminum material, this glass front. You've got the Google logo there. On the back, you've got this rubberized material, so it keeps the surface from getting scratched. You have on the side here, you've got your power. I'm sorry, this is for your headset. You've got the Type-C connection here, and then you've got your volume buttons there. On the other side, you also have a Type-C connection that you have there, and then on the bottom you have your power button. So that's what you got there. Very nice. It says it weighs about 2.45 pounds. When I put it on the scale, it was closer to 2.7. This is a 12.3 inch screen, and what's also cool is it's got a touch screen as well. And we'll dive in. Let me just share with you some of the specs. But it's an aluminum body. It's got the Corning Gorilla Glass and edge-to-edge trackpad, which is also glass type, and it's got a backlit keyboard. I love this keyboard. Can't wait to show that to you. So let's go ahead and dive in now. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so we'll get closer up, and then I will show you some of the things that you can do with it. And then again, you can come here to the Expese website and use that promo code that I'll put in there, and that will get you first month free. So if you wanted to try the Google Pixelbook as well, great. You could try it out and you're good to go. All right, let's go ahead and dive on in. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in, show you a few things so you get an idea what the Pixelbook can do. You'll notice once I open it up, it turns on extremely quickly. Less than 10 seconds, it's up and running. It's great. Open up the lid, as you can see, and now you're ready to go. You're at your sign-in screen. You have your shutdown button, browse as a guest, add person. And then you have other functionality here with your battery life and setting up with the Bluetooth, the connectivity, the Wi-Fi, and you've got the indicator on the battery life. The battery life is excellent. I was testing in the office the other day, letting it go nonstop, starting at 9 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock there was still 40%. Now granted, I wasn't doing heavy use, but it says it should get at least about 10 hours of battery life, so very cool there. All right, so let's go ahead and log in. Now you can see you can use either the pen, you can use the keyboard. The pen, it does come in a nice combination. The one thing about the pen, which is hard to figure out, is where you put it because there's no place to attach it. Not sure why they didn't come up with something like that, but do keep that in mind. So before we get started, a couple of things here. You got your wrist pads here, which is a rubberized material. You've got a glass touchpad, which is real nice. And then, of course, you've got your glossy screen. One of the things, though, to keep in mind is with it glossy, it is nice and crisp, the picture, but the problem is you might get some from lights and reflection there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay, so once you log in, you're going to have your tabs open up on Google Chrome. It always opens up that way. And you're going to use the same password as you do for the Gmail address associated with the account, your main one at least. Once you're in the main section, you have the ability to adjust some of the settings as well. So everything's down here. You got your volume control, and we'll play some audio from my video so you can get a good feel there. As far as the keyboard, I really like the keyboard. It just has a really nice feel to it. Very clicky, very responsive. You can see there I'm typing a little bit clicky, but not too bad. But one of my more favorite keyboards that I've ever had a chance to use. You got your touchpad, which is a little loud when you're clicking it, but very, very smooth. What's nice about the touchpad is you can scroll up and down. Let me go to my blog. That would probably help a little bit. And so you can see where we scroll up and down if you don't use a mouse. That you can, let's see, it's still loading up. There you go. So you can see it's scrolling very quickly up and down with my fingers, nice and easy. If you just use the one finger, you use the mouse. If you click once with your two fingers, it's almost like right click, and then you can use the menu functions there. So as far as the keyboard, you got all your features that you really need. You got your volume controls, you got your play pause, you have here where you can access your apps. You've got the Google Assistant, which is really nice. I'll show you a cool feature with the Google Assistant. Now let me turn the lights off just to show you here with the brightness. You can use the same buttons with the brightness. Your screen, these two up here are for the brightness, dimming and illuminating, just as I just did there. If you hold the Alt button down and you press the brightness up, it turns on the backlit keyboard. And that is really nice to have it backlit like that. And if you don't want to use it, you can just turn it all the way down. So that is a nice feature there. Now, as far as the pen, where it comes in handy, it really does. I mean, you can manage without it, and you probably can just use your finger for some of the features. But if you're going to get the Google Pixelbook, I think you'd probably want to invest in the pen. So the battery, just to show you as well, it looks like a AAA battery, but it's actually a quadruple battery. It's got four A's. So I don't know what kind they call this, but it's not a AAA, but it almost looks like a AAA. And obviously it's nice, so when you need to replace it, you can do that. With the pen, since we're talking about the pen, you have the ability to capture a region. So if I wanted to capture a region, you can do that. You can save it, and I'll show you there's in the file section where all these different ways of using the pen that you can have access to it. If you want to capture the entire screen, it captures the entire screen. If you want to create a note, it works with here, and you could choose the different options. So let's just say I want to choose, let's do a fun color there, and then now it should, now I don't know why it moved the paper around, but you could see there, works perfectly well. You can have a lot of fun with this. So, and then you could download it, and then once you, if you, let me actually create a new one here. Let's delete this. And this works within Google Keep, but we're not going to use Google Keep right at the moment. It does, Google Keep is a great app, by the way, for your notes, so it does tie it into Google Keep. But if you wanted to not, if you don't want to access Google Keep, you don't have to. I'll show you another way. So let's just say you want to create a note, and we're gonna just handwrite something here. Hello, test. So you can type that, and then you could say download, and now it is in the folder, and then you could save it in your downloads, and then you could send that as an attachment with your email. So it's very cool. So you have a lot of fun with this. If you, let's just say you wanted to do something with the screen here, you can capture the region, and then you can come here to annotate image, and you can even annotate that. You wanted to, you can point that and put some comments there and send in an email. So really it can come in handy. Again, you can create a new drawing, download it, delete current one, or draw with touch. You can also use touch, which is one of the, that's Painter. So I'm not sure, I haven't used the, let's see what touch is. Pan with touch. I'm not sure what that feature is, but again, you can see most importantly is that you can write with the pen. I'm still learning. I've had this for a couple weeks, so there's so much that you can do with the Pixelbook, but it's real nice. Now, one of the other things as well, you can, I'll show you about the assistant in a minute. You can do a laser pointer. That's kind of neat to see that laser pointer. And then lastly, you have magnifying glass. So there you go. So very, very cool. By the way, if you see me with this, with the display, the hinges aren't extremely tight, so I find like it bounces and moves a little bit. So keep in mind, I'm not sure why it doesn't hold better. Maybe it's because you can turn it into a tablet, and so it needs that flexibility. But do keep in mind, and you can see by the way how the screen does seem to adjust if you're going to, depending on how you're going to use it. Let's see, there you go. So it quickly readjusts which any direction you're moving in. All right, so that seemed to have closed it because I probably hit something. But let me go ahead back to my blog. Oh, we got to get out of magnifying glass. Now, let's just say here, I'm curious what an image is on my blog. This Google Assistant, you click the Assistant. Now I thought you had to hold the button down. There's a button on the pen, and then if you circle, it would come up and it goes in and can determine based upon what it sees there, and there we go, it got it correct. Let me go back here. And let me circle again. I've got the Google Assistant. Let's see if it picks it up. See, I didn't even need to use the button and it worked. Now that time, it didn't detect it. So sometimes I find it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But this time it didn't. Let me try it one more time. Go back to the pen, the Assistant. Let's see if it picks it up. It's saying custom fit, but it's not for the right item. Not sure. Let's try here. This is a Bose product. Let's see if it picks it up this time. So that one it did. Amazon, Bose, and it could see that. These are the noise masking, sleep noise masking products. So sometimes I find it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's a kind of cool feature when you go to the website. Let's just try one more time. Let's do Assistant. Let's see if it picks up Sirius XM. There we go. It did pick that up, and it can see select package for 12 months. So it did pick that up. Then the other thing that it can do is, again, you can create a note and you have all those cool features with it. So that gives you a little idea with the pen. Let's go into video. We'll go to my YouTube channel. Actually, we don't even have to go to my YouTube channel. We can go right here. So Videos work very well. Go ahead and let me lower the volume here a second, make sure it's not up. And then we'll dive in just so you can see the quality of a video. And now it's... Okay, so we're in my video here. And I'm going to raise the volume up so one, you can hear the volume, how loud it gets. So very loud. Very loud. I think it's great. The sound, really, really loud. And this is at full picture, and I think picture quality is excellent. Didn't have any issues. Again, this is my video that I was out in the mountains, so I think it really provides a great experience with videos. Very, very pleased. You can see there at maximum screen. Now, that's on videos. That works well. Now let me show you on a game here. Downloaded this real racing game. I'm going to turn it into the tablet mode. And this is kind of fun. This is a fun game that I downloaded just so you can see what the experience is with the racing and how that looks. We'll put the sound up a little bit. Now, let's see here. So check that out. Look at that picture for the game. It's really, really slick. I didn't find there was any issues as far as things getting stuck, or was just a full great experience playing the game. So this is one that I picked up just to see what the experience would be like with a racing game and driving. So it's very, very cool. So you'll see here to get an idea what it's like, and then you could choose with this game here. It's kind of cool with the camera. Look at that picture quality. It's really awesome. Go here for a second to give you an idea. How awesome is that? I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, it almost feels so real life-like. And then you could choose the different cameras. So that will give you an idea, at least with the games. Let me quit out of this. Yes. Oh. All right. I'm going to exit out. Okay. So there you go with the game. What's nice is you can use it as a tablet. You can use it as as a tent there, which is great. So many great different ways that you can use the Pixelbook. The other nice thing with an app, if you're curious about what's on your system, this is a cool app. It's called Cog. It shows you the operating system, the CPU, the memory. You can get all that information there. And then this button here will take you to, so you can see all your apps. And you go to the Play Store, and then you could download all the apps and have that functionality. As far as the documents, I did a test with like a Word type of document. Worked very well. I didn't need to, although I did download the Microsoft Word, but there's a subscription fee for that. But I find just when you're going and using the Google Docs and downloading onto the Pixelbook, you could send it an attachment. It works really well. So all in all, really nice. I guess you can call it a laptop because it is kind of like a laptop, but a Chromebook. This Pixelbook is fantastic. Price has come down on it since it first came out. I think it offers a lot, very fast, tons of storage, a lot of functionality. The pen is a nice addition. Okay, so there you go. The Google Pixelbook. Click to get more information. Contact Expese after you've had a chance to try it out. If you want to buy it, they can provide for you at a discounted price, or you could simply return it. All right, everybody, have a great day. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.